Hi guys, Jason here, fresh from being head slammed into the ground, waking up in A&E. So today we're just doing another Q&A. I'm going to try and make this one a little bit quicker than last week. So yeah, I'm just going to run through everything just really quickly. So the first question is from Kyle, how to get big. Lifting heavy weights, making sure that you're eating properly and getting plenty of rest. It's a very general question. Um, so yeah, do you post the videos on Facebook? Yes. Is it okay to work out and have rugby training on the same day? Depends what type of workout you're gonna do. What I find is leg sessions I try and do on alternate days because I have found that some people who do heavy leg training and then train rugby afterwards tend to pull hamstrings and stuff like that. So don't see anything wrong with doing an upper body workout before a rugby training session, but try and split the legs up and make sure the legs have plenty of rest before match day. Right, would like some tips on improving my sprints from Benjamin. And recovering quicker. So same as last week, got a few videos on acceleration, drills you can use, gym drills you can use, and recovering quicker. That just comes from increasing your strength and getting some volume in running volume in the legs. So just doing repeated sprints, doing shuttle training, and just making your rest interval shorter. So instead of, if you were, for example, if you're training to get quicker, you're going to run, for example, 30 meters, and then have a full recovery. Whereas if you're training to recover quicker, you'll run those 30 meters, and just have a shorter interval, but trying to maintain as high possible speed. From Tom, building stamina and building courage. All right, stamina again just goes with repetitions. And just upping your volume, building courage. That's obviously psychological. And again, the more, sounds stupid, but the more you practice things, the more confident you get. The more competent you get, the more courage you'll have. So I'm not too sure where you need your courage. For example, if it's tackling, it might be that you don't have a very good tackling technique. So the more you practice it, the better you'll get at it, and the more confident you'll get. If it's hitting rucks, again, just practice it. So not too sure what aspect of courage you're talking about, but like I said, just practice things. If there's certain situations that you feel a little bit chicken or scared about, practice those things, and the more you practice it, the more courage you'll get. How to properly condition calf muscles that keep tearing, from Darby over there. So I went to go speak to our physio, and what she reckons is, because you repeatedly tear it, it could just be that your calves have obviously got a lot of scar tissue, and they will keep on tearing unless you break down that scar tissue. So some stretching, some massage to help break that up, and then training your calves eccentrically. So, for example, not going up onto the toes, but the going down part. Try and concentrate on that. So you can stand on the edge of a step or something elevated, then pick something up in the hands, and then slowly lower yourself down. So don't worry. Don't concentrate too much on the going up phase, concentric. You concentrate on the going down phase, nice controlled going down. Kyle, a lot of my mates say I should stretch a lot whenever I can. They say it'll assist it to a certain extent in building muscle. Is that true? So yeah, I did an article on the blog about stretching where I said that stretching alone can increase the muscle strength by about 17%. So yeah, stretching does help. Not too much though, because you don't want to overstretch the muscle. Stretching is just like exercising. You want to give your body a bit of rest, but it's something you can do to a lesser degree almost every day if you like, but don't, like I said, don't overstretch it. Maybe go to the blog and go have a read of that article. Ian, what rugby specific anaerobic field tests do you use, and do you have results? What I've actually tended to do with all the years of training, I've made up my own tests, And what I'll do is I'll try and in the next few weeks actually record some of the things that we do. So instead of just your traditional bleep test, I know you get new variations of the bleep test as well. Instead of doing that, I do more drill type stuff. But yeah, like I said, I'll try and do a video where you might tackle and then drive and then do a sprint and then combined with a skill. So I tend to use those. Obviously, you need your 1 rep max stuff and your shuttles and stuff like that as a baseline. But I tend to make up my own tests that I've made up throughout the years. But like I said, I'll try and do some videos for you. Pat sprinting at the beginning of games, sprints and at the beginning of games to find motivation. Motivation again, psychological. People differ here. You get people that bang their heads, listen to heavy metal before a game, and you get people that are just chilled out. Myself, I'm one of those chilled out people. Sometimes I don't even know who we're playing this Saturday. I just, I know what my job is, and what I'm focused on is myself doing the best that I can do. I know some people like watching. What I do sometimes is if you go to YouTube and watch some big hits videos where guys are making big tackles, or also I enjoy watching the haka. So just stuff like that gets me motivated. But like I said, it's going to differ from person to person. You just got to find something that works for you. It might be replaying one of your best matches, visualizing, which is another thing that I've done actually research about. I'll give you guys some more information about that. But the whole visualization process. So like I said, you can imagine scoring, the best try you've ever scored where you ran almost the full length of the field, beat all 15 guys, or putting in a big hit, or just something. Just have these little visual cues in your head. And the important thing with visualization is not only to just see it, so close your eyes, see it, but also try and feel what you felt during that situation. So visualization shouldn't just be seeing it in your mind's eye, it should be feeling it, getting the whole body to feel it. We've got Jackie. Get cramps in my hands when using dumbbells and a bar. Anything to help stop this? Again, I actually spoke to a hand specialist for this one, because initially what I thought was you might just be, some people tend to grip onto the bar or the dumbbells very hard, and your muscles basically go into a spasm. I spoke to a specialist about it, and what they reckon is it could also just be a lack of potassium in your system. But they recommended that you go to your local GP, your doctor, because there might be other symptoms as well that you might not even be thought about, and there might be some other underlying things that you need to sort out. So yeah, don't just leave that. Like I said, it could be something as minor as gripping too hard or a lack of potassium in your system, but it could be other things as well. So best is to go have that checked out. Kevin, the start of last year, I did my medial ligament in my knee. Back to jogging, looking to strengthen your knee. I've spoken to a physio, and actually what I'm going to be doing, we're going to be doing some rehab videos in the next few weeks, and one of the things we are going to cover is medial ligament tears. So yeah, just have a look out for that. But what you want to do is start concentrating on doing one-legged stuff. So weighted exercises. I mean, don't worry too much about that yet. Doing one-legged exercises, stuff where you have to do a lot of balancing, tiny little hops, on the spot hops, okay, and then building up from there. Like I said, we will be doing videos in the next few weeks regarding that. Alright, this is from Robin, 17-year-old. You're looking for any tips to gain weight, speed, and strength. So basically, you want it all. Again, picking up weight, making sure that you're eating properly, having the right amount of carbs, getting in your proteins, doing your hypertrophy training, which is going to be between 8 to 12, sometimes even 16 repetitions. And then speed, once again, go watch those videos on YouTube for some speed training drills. We've got Marilyn. Anything rugby female related would be appreciated. Again, everything that applies for guys applies for girls. If there's anything specific you want me to concentrate on, then yeah, just send us another message. Um, Shoulder building and biceps. I've got a few little workouts if you really want to burn out the shoulders and get the biceps going. I'll post some exercises for that for you. Sheldon Fredericks. Hey guys, great page. What is the best not to lose weight whilst doing training? Any supplements or anything I can use? Now that tends to happen a lot in season. When you start increasing the volume, you'll find that guys actually start losing weight. So as long as you're getting in the right amount of calories, okay, you basically want to maintain your muscle mass. So you're looking to maintain between, I would say, 1.2 to about 2 grams of protein per lean kilogram muscle mass. So as long as you make sure you're getting in the right protein, the right amount of proteins, that's going to be cool to help maintain the muscle mass, and then taking in the right amount of carbohydrates. So that's just really important. Supplement wise, take your protein shakes or your meal replacements. You get also carbohydrate drinks, maltose and stuff like that. But again, you want to monitor that carefully, because obviously you want to probably maintain your weight. You don't want to pick up body fat. Alright, so already this video is getting a bit long. I was supposed to be short. Okay, 19-year-old. What sort of workouts can I do to squeeze in during a 4 to 5 day practice schedule with 1 to 2 matches a week? My first match is Saturday. My left hamstring problem. Alright, hamstrings are always a little bit iffy. I would tend to rest it. If not, what I would do is strap it up. What I found has worked is if you just get a strapping right high up around the groin, okay, just get it wrapped around the leg 2 or 3 times, and then just halfway down the leg, that just offloads the tension on the hamstring. You're already training 4 or 5 days a week. What sort of workouts? You're obviously in season, so I would just try and go for power workouts, not doing too much, 15 to 20 minutes, just heavy weights, low reps, any form of high intensity training that you want to do with that, just very, very short and sharp, okay, and get out of there. That is really good. Training 6 days a week. The question is, should I lose some weight because I'm playing in the back and need speed? Oh, you were a flanker. So you're worried about picking up too much weight and losing your speed. So yeah, if you just stick to, again, you obviously in season, if you just stick to your power training, making sure that you're eating properly. Even if you do, picking up muscle is fine. Right, you don't want to pick up fat, because fat is obviously useless. It's just extra dead weight that you're carrying. But gaining a few pounds of muscle, okay, is not really going to influence your speed that much. Obviously, if you're going to pick up 20 pounds, it's going to have an effect. But 5-6 pounds, not going to have that much effect. It's actually going to help probably increase your power. So it'll increase your speed a little bit too. So don't worry about that. Just make sure that the weight that you are picking up is muscle. And make sure you keep stretching properly, because that's another important thing. Heinrich, playing tight head, you've hurt your neck. Any tips to gain extra muscle? Again, there's a few little things you can do with that, and again, that's another video that we'll be doing for you guys. We're going to be concentrating, well, like I said, we're going to be doing some physio videos, rehab stuff. So we're going to do some for the neck, for the back, for the shoulders, ankles and knees, so just watch out for that. Right, this one I don't really understand. You want to gain 60 pounds, 30 of it being muscle and 30 being fat. Not sure why you want to do that. What's your diet? We're looking to gain weight. Again, just making sure you're trained, looking to gain some weight here, looking to lift heavy, get lots of rest, make sure that you're eating properly. So again, Your protein obviously really important. Like I said, 1.2 to about 2 grams per kilogram body weight. Making sure your carbohydrates are really important when you're trying to increase your muscle mass. And people tend to forget that they just concentrate a little bit too much on protein. Your body can only assimilate so much protein, but you need that energy from the carbohydrates to actually be able to train hard. So there's lots of formulas. I'll try and put one down for you that you can actually go and calculate exactly how much protein you need, carbs you need, fat you need to actually increase your muscle mass. But just a nice, well-balanced diet, making sure you're getting the right amount of proteins and the right type of proteins, and then getting enough carbohydrates in. Right, there were one or two other questions just randomly on the wall. Alright, I think I did cover that. And then we got Martin here that keeps tearing his hamstrings. Again, just like with the calves that I mentioned earlier, okay, repeated tearing. Obviously, there's a lot of scar tissue. You need to concentrate on stretching, but more important than that, get it massaged out. What I've also found in the past is posture. Have somebody look at your posture. It might be that you have a little anterior tilt of the hips, which is going to lengthen the hamstrings anyway. So no amount of stretching is really gonna help for that. What you need to do, I'm not saying this is the case, like I said, have somebody look at your posture for you. So if your hips are anterior tilted, means they tilted forward, your hamstrings are going to be lengthened, and what people think is, oh, I've got tight hamstrings, so they stretch it even more, okay, which doesn't help. You need to get your alignment back, so getting a posterior tilt, and that's improved by strengthening certain muscles and lengthening other muscles. So first get somebody, if your physio or a qualified personal trainer, to look at your posture, right? And if it is posture, you know what I mean? If it's related to your posture, oh, I can't even talk. If it's related to your posture, then yeah, it's easy to correct. It's just stretching the right muscles, strengthening the rest, and working on your core to help keep your pelvis in line. Right, guys, so that's it. This video got a little bit long again. Sorry about that. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to again post a Q&A picture. You just put your questions on there, and I will answer it later on in the week. Right, see you guys. Bye.